If you don't do this, what will change? And up until that moment, I had a pretty firm belief that people don't change. But that one simple question cracked the door open and made me see possibility in a way I hadn't really seen it before. Now, when I look at all you've done, your accolades, your pivots, your willingness to evolve, it seems pretty clear that this is something you've leaned into for a lot of your life. Has this always been a part of who you are?
Yeah, it's such a funny thing. First of all, I will say skepticism towards coaching is completely healthy, and I think that's where 99% of us start. So,
Yeah.
if you were listening to the show and you're like, "I'm skeptical about this physician coaching," you're probably in the right spot. And all of us that ended up getting into it from the client standpoint and then the coaching standpoint, we were skeptical to begin with too. So, completely healthy space to be. But to answer your question, no, and I'm glad that I didn't always operate this way. So, if I had found really what turned that key for me in my brain was entrepreneurship. And it was through entrepreneurship that I started learning lessons that nowhere else in life could I learn. And so for me, I didn't experience entrepreneurship until about 6 months after my fellowship in regional anesthesia. And so I'm really glad actually that it turned out that way because if I had found entrepreneurship when I was in training, I don't know that I would have finished becoming a physician. It's become a huge part of my identity, to be honest with you, and the way that I think about things and the way I think about the world and realize, like, hey, just because we do things a certain way and we've always done them that way doesn't mean it has to continue to be that way. And if you find a problem, then a solution is probably necessary. And it turns out that's often a really great business idea.